Netflix didn't start in Hollywood. It didn't start with studios, red carpets, or box offices. It started by mailing DVDs. Today, it shapes what an entire generation watches, talks about, and remembers. But what if Netflix's next move isn't about better content? What if it's about control? What if Netflix tried to buy Warner? This wouldn't be a business deal. It would be a chess move. Netflix didn't win by making better movies. It won by understanding behavior. While traditional studios focused on theaters, weekends, and ticket sales, Netflix focused on screens, habits, and attention. Streaming didn't just change distribution. It changed how people consume stories, especially young audiences. Today, Netflix doesn't compete for viewers. It captures time, and time is the most valuable currency in the modern economy. Young audiences don't grow up going to cinemas anymore. They grow up with characters on their phones, tablets, and laptops. Shows like Stranger Things didn't just succeed. They created emotional attachment. Teenage audiences don't just watch these stories. They identify with them. They grow with them. And that loyalty is powerful, because when a platform captures people young, it often keeps them for life. This is not accidental. This is strategy. Cinema isn't disappearing overnight, but it is losing relevance. Theaters depend on events. Streaming depends on habits. And habits are stronger when young generations are emotionally attached to serialized content. The traditional cinema model struggles to compete. Netflix doesn't need to kill cinema. It simply needs to make it unnecessary. And that shift deeply concerns Hollywood. Now imagine Netflix controlling not only distribution, but also one of the most powerful content libraries in history. Warner represents HBO, DC, Warner Brothers. Although I would like to see Heisenberg cooking Crystal with the Joker, while Batman and Hank chase them. That would be a hell of a four-night match. But jokes aside, that would mean decades of cultural dominance. This wouldn't be growth. This would be vertical integration, content creation, global distribution, audience data, all in one system. Historically, this is how monopolies are formed. Not through force, but through efficiency. In this scenario, the winners are clear. Netflix strengthens its position. Investors gain confidence. Content gains scale. But the losers matter more. Mid-sized studios lose leverage. Independent cinemas lose relevance. Creative diversity slowly declines. Because when one platform controls attention, it controls culture. This is where the game changes. The US government doesn't fear success. It fears concentration. A Netflix, Warner deal would trigger antitrust alarms. Not just because of market share, but because of cultural influence. Entertainment is no longer just art. It's infrastructure. And governments rarely allow a single entity to dominate infrastructure without resistance. Here's my take. Netflix doesn't need to buy Warner to win. Its real advantage is already built. It owns attention. It owns data. It owns habits. The smartest monopolies are not aggressive. They are patient. They let the system reshape itself around them. Netflix began by disrupting rentals, then television, then cinema. The next disruption won't be loud. It will be quiet. And by the time the world notices, the move will already be complete.